this game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Florida Gators offense will go on the attack first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Dances away. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing the pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
So the Texas A&M Aggies offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big tonight.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him. Sometimes you play zone. Mix it up. Give different looks because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Fires to the middle. Got him in the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Mahan. Got a man. It's Bussey. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He got a step and just dusted the field. This is why they show up for midnight yell, and they are playing like they practice.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody.
There he goes. after ripping off that huge run. Let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. It's complete on the right side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Clark. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the...
Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's a nice job by the receiver. He knows he's got a fade. He's got one-on-one coverage on the outside. Throw it up, QB. I will go up and get it. Make sure I'm in bounds. Make a play. That fade route is hard to defend.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Power football with the run. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. There's the pressure. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Lagway. Makes the grab. It's Abrams. To the 15. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. To the ground with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Pressure coming. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Gators! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back and leaves it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Starting to feel a little pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they'll keep the drive going.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. That's caught. It's Montgomery. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators are rolling down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. Smashes through the tackle. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Gonna run it. It's Clark. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possession.
Turning it on! Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away, see where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Catch in the middle, it's Norman. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. A&M comes back out with another first down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Under fire.
Shit.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Aggie! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and go, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Finds his man. It's Abrams. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Gators headed quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Lagway. Fakes to grab. Spins away from the defender. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Gators are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. First 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. This offense starts deep in a hole. Off-play action on first down. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. Running into the open space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Dropping back, it's Mahan. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Looking for room, it's Udo. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that fourth down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And the big...
There he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward.
There's a live football. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm fine with it.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the 1st down here, but going for the touchdown.
Oh, my God.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, he looks short of that play, and the quarterback sneak is so...
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that they're
Gonna take a shot. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gators. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about popped that one for a long one, but Looking downfield on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Grabbed in the middle. It's Armstrong. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Glagway. Quickly out to the tight end.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down. Looking for more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Gators are on the move. That's caught. It's Montgomery. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, they give up the run. They get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
It's complete to the right. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield and hurt. Breaks into the open. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Touch pass on the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. And the punishment has been extended. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To throw, it's Mahat. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Armstrong. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right.
That should be a hold.
He's got some space. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
With the catch, it's Bussey. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push upfield, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And, Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And he added the extra point. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Creates a little room. Can't get him to the ground. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Udo. Breaks into the open on the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over. They'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. This offense has it with really good field position. The give as they work on that clock. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Run it with the fullback. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators will try to put one on the board on first and goal.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
Now it's third and goal. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Norman. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Norman. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. He's going to run it. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
Sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. Playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.